help me welcome to the stage the founders of ION, Destiny and Jasmine. They're joined together by their mentor, Martin Tyson.
Every year, hundreds of children, pets, and incapacitated adults die from being left in the vehicle. However, a simple piece of technology can prevent this. Hi, I'm Destiny Lattis. I'm Jasmine Lattis, and we're the founders of ION. You may forget, but ION never does. Our mission is to protect all lives from being forgotten in a vehicle. Our vision is to see forth that every guardian of a child, pet, and disabled individual has ION. This is to keep an eye on when you forget to keep your eye on. Our problem is that every year, thousands of children, pets, and incapacitated adults are left in vehicles with dangerous temperatures, with little to no air, resulting in serious injuries and even death. We've heard the excuses, we'll only be in the store for a few minutes, or we'll have cracked the windows. These excuses do not matter if your occupant dies from being left in the vehicle. Even good people and professionals can make mistakes. A minivan was pulled over with the driver being suspected of being intoxicated. Once the man being arrested, a 10-month-old girl was removed from the back of the vehicle. The towing company came to tow the vehicle away to the DPSA towing lot. Next morning, officials found a 4-year-old little girl crying in the back of that vehicle. Luckily, she was okay, but temperatures that night were 25 degrees. All these different levels of good people and professionals, the police, the towing company, and the DPS, not once did any of them notice a little girl sleep in the back of that vehicle. Our solution, a 360, 2-lens infrared camera with motion detector and a thermal heat sensor inside the vehicle, is connected to an app on your phone and an external vocal alarm that so anyone around the vehicle can hear it. After a total of 270 seconds, the police are automatically notified if the life is still not removed from the vehicle. Our competitors are Even Flow Sensor Safe, Angel, Forget Me Not, and GMC. Only ION protects all lives, alerts the public, has an external vocal alarm, they're childproof, activates once, an app for the phone, a motion detector, and alerts the police. Only ION has all these safety features to protect all lives. Sales and marketing. We will sell ION as a standalone to safety-minded consumers, such as daycare providers and senior citizen homes, to name a couple. We will initially target the luxury industry first, and then the automobile manufacturers to make as an additional add-on. And then we will aggressively pressure the legislators to pass a mandatory law to have ION in all of the vehicles for the safety of all lives. Expenses. For the estimated cost to build 1 unit of ION would be $250. For sales, retail prices would be $750 and wholesale prices $400. Our market, in 2018, more than 17 million cars were sold. Out of that, 900,000 were luxury vehicles. If we were to hit the total market, our value would be over $8.5 billion each year. First year, we want to develop a prototype and find manufacturing partners. In the second year, we want to begin retail sales and start a pilot program with innovative auto manufacturers. The third year, we want to retail organic growth and find traction with other manufacturers. In year 4 and 5, that's when we really start booming. We want our retail organic growth to keep growing, and we want to pressure the legislators to pass a law to require ION in all new vehicles for the safety of all. This is our pending application for a patent. We're asking for $500,000 in seed funding to divide into developing a prototype to produce our first 500 units, for marketing and salaries to pay the people we need to have ION made. Our team, I'm Jasmine Lattin, founder and CEO. I'm Destiny Lattin, founder and CEO. Mom, our unpaid helper. Team mentors, Martin Tyson, Laura Tyson, and the Austin Angels. Any questions?
I love that you have thought this all the way through and that you've already filed your patent application, because it's definitely innovative and such a need, right? right? Like, I just can't even believe that we're still having this conversation, that this isn't already been addressed. So thank you for taking such a huge problem and need and tackling that. And so kudos to you guys. I'm curious how, would this be installed, the car manufacturers have to install these, or could people install them themselves in the car? And then the other question is, how does it get its charge?
We're not fully sure about the first one, but we're hoping that car manufacturers could build it in themselves, or maybe people, once they buy the car, go and get it manufactured inside their vehicle. Second question, it has a self-contained battery, and also it cuts off with the battery inside of the vehicle.
Well, I really like what you guys are doing. I mean, it is a real problem that needs to be addressed. And I was wondering, you said that after 270 seconds, the police would be alerted. Why that number?
Because all life, like say pets, it only takes a couple minutes for them to die inside a vehicle. I mean, they don't have sweatpants like humans do, so they can easily just sweat to death within a couple of minutes. And same as like a human on a hot, humid day or a cold day, that they would just plop over dead. Like, it's not a good thing, and it can take a short while, so that's why we said it.
So 270 seconds would give enough time for the police to come and for the pet not to die or the child.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Great job. Very, very thorough presentation addressing a really serious problem, and appreciate you putting the effort into that. You mentioned that ION is the only one that protects all lives, right?
Yes.
How does ION do this, and why aren't your competitors doing this yet?
Well, because most of our competitors are targeting the, say, youngins, like the young ones, the toddlers, the babies. They aren't really seeing the big picture that even adults and other children and pets can be left in there as well. So they're probably just thinking about, because it's always on the news, you know, children, but there's never pets or other incapacitated adults and such.
This can also help with any human, actually. Maybe you're driving down the road and you have a heart attack. No one else is really around to, or maybe they'll just go around you. They're not worried. But since it's a 360 camera, it can see the middle, the front, and the back. So if you are not moving, or maybe if the car's not even turned off, maybe if you get into a car wreck, it can definitely help.
That's great. And then it automatically calls the police? Or
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, great presentations, guys. Like you said, I thought you guys were really, really thorough, and obviously it's a really, really important problem, so great job on that. I had a question about, so I know she was asking, like, does it have to be installed in the car ahead of time? Is it something that someone could buy and just install? And I guess if they did, where would it actually go in the car?
It would be in the top center of the vehicle, so it can see all around it.
It would also be like placed within the fuse panel and like the car battery, but not to the car battery itself, because it has its own self-contained battery, but within the.
Gotcha. So it is something where it wouldn't be, like, I guess how big is the device?
We don't actually know yet. We haven't made a prototype yet.
Okay.
But when we do, we'd be able to get that to you.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, great job.
Thank you.
I have a quick question. What triggers the time to start, right? Because, you know, if I jump out of the car and go run and get something out of the house, one, how does it know well, I guess the camera, who's monitoring the camera? I guess I'm trying to figure out, like, what activates the time, the clock to tick?
There is a motion detector inside of the vehicle, not the vehicle, the camera. So if it detects any motion, as if a pet or incapacitated or child, it would start the timer.
So the engine has to be off.
Yes.
So like once the engine turns off, then it senses if there's any movement.
Yes.
And then, okay. That's great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much.